How y'all doing? I come up to do a vacation, and I did a little side trip on the first day, and I'm in Beckley, West Virginia, about 320 miles from my home. And there's a state park over here I want to visit, Babcock State Park, in the morning. So I thought what I would do is come up here to Beckley, which is about, I don't know, 15-20 miles from the state park. On my way to another destination. I'm going up to the Skyline Drive in 2 days, on Sunday. This is Friday. So what I thought I would do is sneak on into Beckley and find me a place to stealth camp. Okay, there's the truck right back there. I am in a Walmart parking lot, and I thought, okay, a lot of times I see cars and RVs and what have you parked at the Walmart where I live, but I want to show you something, okay? As I pulled into the Walmart Sam's parking lot, right up here as you pull in is a sign. Okay, I'm gonna let you see what it says. It says, no overnight parking. Warning, no overnight tractor trailer or RV parking. Violators will be towed. Well, this is my first time trying to do something like this, stealth camp, okay? So I'm not going to be able to stay in the Walmart parking lot tonight, or the Sam's parking lot. So I'm going to have to find some other place. Now there is a Cracker Barrel over yonder. I'm going to drive over there now and see if I can camp. Well, not camp. I want to stay overnight in my truck is what I want to do. So I don't know if this is just a Walmart thing or if this is a Beckley, West Virginia thing, but we're about to find out. I'm going to go over to Cracker Barrel and check it out. Well, I have driven around town and I've looked at a few places. There's quite a bit of shopping center places I could boondock out, but you know what? There's signs everywhere, no loitering, no overnight parking, and I don't want to take a chance. It looks like Beckley, West Virginia is not boondocking friendly. I just called Babcock State Park, and that's my destination for in the morning anyways, and they do have a tent site that I can pull my truck up into and camp for $34. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over there and get one of those campsites right now. I'm not going to chance this. I don't want somebody knocking on the back of my camper top in the middle of the night telling me I got to move, okay? Or wait a minute, we're going to tow your vehicle first, then we're going to write you a ticket, and then we're going to put you out on the street. Let's go to the state park. So this is a multi-day event, probably about 8 days, I think, total, 7. I'm supposed to be staying at Big Meadows starting on Sunday. So I decided I would drive up here to Beckley tonight, Friday, spend the night, get up early in the morning, go to Babcock State Park, do my photography that I wanted to do at the Glade Creek grist mill, and then get out of there. And I thought I would boondock in Beckley because I've never done that before. It's something I've always wanted to try, and I think I've been denied. So yeah, I'm gonna go over here to the state park and get me this tent site, and that way I can kind of get my cooler out and cook me a little supper and what have you, and feel comfortable about doing it. It'd be kind of weird sitting in the parking lot of a Walmart or one of the grocery stores. They had plenty of shopping centers I could have parked at, but I didn't want to chance it, okay? So that's the way it goes. Sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. So we'll get a chance to check out the Babcock State Park campground anyways. Let's go. Well, I got checked in at the state park. Cost me $35, $36. Better than getting kicked out of a boondocking spot at Walmart. But the sun was going down, so I came back over to the grist mill to get some evening shots. And here's what I'm looking at right now. The color is not as vibrant as I've seen it in years before, but at least there is water running in here. And I was able to capture some pretty good pictures, and I'll show those in the video here in just a minute. I'm going to move around quite a bit now. There's a whole bunch of areas to explore back here, and there's still people down here. You can see right there some people taking some pictures. Some pretty nice colors back that way too. I'm going to have to come back over here in the morning and explore this area a little bit. I heard that you should explore the creek, Glade Creek itself. anyways, my first time here. Been wanting to come here for a long time, and I took a side trip, extra day to get here before I went over to Big Meadows and Skyline Drive. I'm using a Nikon Z8 with the 24 to 120, which is plenty good enough for this. I don't need the 14 to 30 today to capture these images. So I have a circular polarizer on there, and I put my 6-stop ND filter on for these shots so I could get some silky smooth water. And my exposure is 30 seconds at f8 at ISO 100. And I'm using the Case Wolverine filters, the original version. I don't have the Revolutions. I can't afford that. Okay, I got to make do with what I got. So I got the Case Wolverines, and they work just fine for me. Okay, after that long day of driving, I finally made it over to the Glade Creek grist mill at Babcock State Park in Virginia, West Virginia, not Virginia, West Virginia. And I'm going to show you right here. You can see the colors are pretty nice right now. There's the grist mill right there. It's only open on Saturdays and Sundays, and I am here on a Friday. But from what I understand from reading about this grist mill was located somewhere else and was reconstructed on site. You can see another photographer down there in the rocks. Tried to get into position. Anyways, they have a gift shop here, and I'm staying over at the campground tonight. So I just thought I'd bring you along and show you this nice grist mill at the Babcock State Park in Clifftop. I guess it's Clifftop, West Virginia, nearest I could tell. We're going to go to the campsite now and make us some supper and get the bed ready so I can go to sleep. I've driven 350 miles today just to get to here. I've got about 200 more miles to go Sunday. Tomorrow I'm not going very far, but I'm going to take you along with me. Okay, I'm over at the campsite and I'm making me some supper. Let me show you the back of this truck because it is a mess, okay? I got so much junk in there. So I have this slide out deal right here that I keep my totes on, and it's got my dishes and different things on there. I'll go over that a little bit tomorrow. I just wanted to show you tonight, but I brought some prepared meals. So what I'm having tonight is pasta and chicken, okay? So that's what I'm cooking tonight. I'm not going to do too much more video right now, but I'll show you tomorrow before I go what the back end of this truck looks like when it's all loaded down. Look inside the cab here. It's even got more stuff in there. But I'll talk to y'all in the morning. Well, good morning. I will give you my campground review in just a little bit at the Babcock State Park campground I stayed at. But I got up early this morning, about an hour before sunrise, and came back over to the grist mill, trying to get some different compositions than I got last night when I arrived. So here's where I'm set up right now. I'm looking at this composition right here. I really like this. It's got a lot of neat colors going on in the background. I think I could work with this and make this look a little bit like a oil painting is what I'm hoping for. So here's the back of my camera. I'm using the Nikon Z8 with the 14 to 30 this morning. I do not have any filters on the front of the lens, so I'm shooting without filters this morning. I mean, putting a polarizer on the front of your camera, the only thing it does is at this location, because there's no water or anything to get any of the reflections out of. The sun is not up yet. It's not up around the ridges here. So the only thing you're really doing is adding saturation to your photographs, and I can do that in post-processing. So there's no need to fool around with a filter when you're working with a scene like this. Now, I'm not the only one that has decided to come out here early. There's a lot of photographers out here, and that's to be expected. This is a very iconic location in West Virginia at the Babcock State Park, and it's a really lovely area. The only thing is the campground, the site that I was in last night was really noisy, and I'm going to give you my campground take on that blow by blow. Let's get busy and take some photographs. This is such a beautiful area here. It's a long ways from home, so this will probably be my one and only visit unless I come through this area again. I don't know. 350 miles. But just look at this old mill here. My ears were getting a little cold, so I had to put my hood up on my hoodie. This is my winter attire. I usually wear hoodies in the wintertime. But I want to show you something right here. And this is a good example of not to leave too early. The sunrise happened about 30 minutes ago. And if you look behind the grist mill, the trees are starting to come alive with sunlight, which is pretty cool. Looks pretty good in the photographs. So always stay on location a little bit longer than you need to be. I was walking around down here below the mill and the waterfall, and I found some flowers down here. Let me show you real quick. These blue flowers. So I framed up a composition with this little bit of a waterfall behind them, and I'll show you that in the video right now. It's a beautiful area down here. I've already been down here about 2 hours, so no hurry. I got all the time in the world. Something really cool that I think a lot of parks ought to allow, and this park here, they do allow drones. They do have rules. Let me show you the rules right here. I think it's very cool. Okay, so restricted drone fly zone permitted from 1 to 3 p.m. only. No flying over the buildings or parking areas. Must stay a minimum of 20 feet from the grist mill. That to me is a nice gesture, okay? Because so many places that you would love to fly your drone safely, okay, safely, that you're not allowed to. In this state park here in West Virginia, they allow it. It's pretty cool. Now, some of you may be against drones and drone photography, but I consider it another tool to use. As long as you do it safely, you follow the rules, and you're not putting anybody in danger, okay? I don't fly near people or anything, but usually when I'm in a place like this, I don't get the drone out at all. And I wouldn't even consider it. It's not worth it to me to put the drone up to get these photographs that I got with my camera. But I do use my drones for my photography, and that's just me. Okay, well, I just wanted to bring you along for this short trip on the channel. I don't showcase my photography much on this channel. I do most of that over on my photography channel. If you'd like to follow me on the photography channel, I'll put a link in the description of this video, and you can go over there and subscribe and keep up with my photography adventures. So I want to show you guys something. I packed too much stuff, okay? I did a whole too much. My whole passenger front seat is full of stuff that was in the back of the truck last night where I slept. And then let me show you the back seat while we're doing this, okay? Here's my back seat. Got my camera bag. It's got a battery pack. It's got my cooler. It's just full of stuff. My whole truck's full. And then I'm gonna show you the back while we're at it, okay? I'm gonna have to, tomorrow I'll be up at Big Meadows, and I'll be able to unpack some of this stuff and put it under the tent. But I mean, I am loaded down. I've never brought this much stuff before. Anyways, that's it from Babcock State Park. And I hope y'all enjoyed that video. And it was a fun trip. Now I'm not done, but this is the only video that I'm going to post on the channel here. So we'll talk to y'all later. See you. Bye bye.